Greetings, this is Elder Blacklight here. In this video, we're going to show you how our enemy's house is falling. As you see there, when the house divided, it cannot stand. We also want to show you the role that, or the war that's being waged between the Caucasian against the Caucasian. They're fighting over the Constitution. Because the Constitution has been compromised by a foreign enemy. This foreign enemy could fall under the category of the bankers, Federal Reserve, and or either the category of I could say it's three forces of the Caucasians that are battling against each other. You got Texas, which want to be a country unto their own, and you got New York, which represents Israel, and then you got the Anglo, which really is all of them, but this represents Europe. But now we could tie two of them together. You could tie all three of them together, but what they're fighting about is control of what they want to implement, a new world order. But the militia, let me read about the role of the militia. A well-regulated militia being necessary in the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. See, so the militia is sort of like a protection between the military. And since the police or the law enforcement have become militarized, they are military too. So the militia want to divorce themselves from the corporations, from the bankers, and they want to keep the Constitution intact. But the bankers have corrupted the Constitution. So that's why you got all these police stops. Now you got police stopping black people and harassing them, and you got police stopping Caucasians to see if they down with the militia or down with the sovereign, the people who I say they are sovereign. Now here you got Hillary Clinton and you got Donald Trump. Donald Trump, at first he was representing Texas, secretly, postman down on the down low. But then he went over to Israel So like Donald Trump is just he just looking out for himself and his family, and
Dad, you want your stuff now?
So I'm gonna get through with this one right here and go and eat. So you got Trump, who's supposed to have been cleaning the swamp against Hillary and the Clinton clan, but they just running game on the people because they all in cahoots together, and they not going to let the militia uh, get the upper hand. And the militia is using black people. They want to say that we are now citizens, but they got a Civil Rights Act, you know, to say that we are citizens, but it's the Civil Rights Act on trial for for about 10 years. So every 10 years, certain time around there, they vote on it to see if they want to keep using this Civil Rights Act for the black people. Black people keep on being suckers, see. Now, by our women not being properly educated, uh, this is what you get. And the brothers, and they don't want the brothers there to protect them, so they out here by themselves in the street, and getting hassled by the police. Now, brothers, our women is how we reproduce ourselves. Now, you know, they're trying to slow down our growth, black men, because we out produce them. We out birth them. So, you know, they are slow us down any kind of way they can. And one way is to attack our women. The next way is to attack our children, you know. And they know where our minds is at, black men, black. Most of y'all scared. But this is war. This is war between us and the Caucasian. Ever since they came over here and conquered, we've been in a mental battle. You see what I'm saying? So uh, this is the original man versus the straw man. The straw man has to create an artificial environment. So he has to produce the kind of technology that will keep him uh, alive until he comes up with a plan to, uh, deal with it. He's dealing with it now, but we're not aware of what's really happening. We got our black women only interested in that dollar bill. So we got to use uh, what we got to turn this thing around. You see what I'm saying? There, we are being attacked by Homeland Security. The police is part of Homeland Security. We are considered the enemy. The militia is considered the enemy because the militia know that we're being occupied by a foreign power, you know, and they know that they are slaves under this system right here, you know, but they're still a little bit higher a slave than we are. So you see how they're attacking our women, man. And then you got brothers talking about pimping our women. You know, Bishop Don Juan and a whole lot of them entertainers. You know, that's on the enemy side. We think they homies. They ain't grassroots no more. Once they reach a certain level, when they cross through that crossover in the entertainment world, and the Caucasian take an interest in them because they could generate wealth for them, like Oprah and Will and the rest of them brothers, until they wake up. Now some of them wake up like Michael did, like James Brown did, like Prince, and the rest of them, and they get took out. Bill Cosby, he got took out. Well, he ain't dead, but you know what time it is. So, you see? She ain't realizing. She thinks she got rights. You ain't got no rights. You can say all you want to. What the militia tell you to say. Say this. Say you're a sovereign citizen. Say they don't care about that. That's why they just start shooting, because they don't feel like arguing with you. So they just start blowing you away. This is Black Light. Stay tuned.